Welcome. I'm Inger, she is Rosie, and this is Be Free Yoga. We're so glad you joined us today. This is a 1-hour Vinyasa Flow Yoga class designed for all levels. Just modify based on your fitness level, any injuries you might have, and how you're feeling today, because every day is different and every body is different. If you like practicing with no music or with your own music, you're in the right place. If you prefer to practice with my carefully curated playlist, you can find these same classes on my website, www.befreeyogaAustin.com. And that's B with 2 E's, like the bumblebee. Also there you will find a relaxing guided meditation and written reflections on the weekly topic to help you on your spiritual path. Enjoy your practice today, and thank you so much for joining us. Hello, welcome to Be Free Yoga. I'm Inger, and this is Rosie. And today's class is all about the crown chakra. We're on our last chakra. It's the crown of your head and extends several inches above your head and also includes your skull and your brain. Its color is ultraviolet white, and its element is space. And it represents our enlightened self, unity, peace, and joy. You may think it's like a little bit harder to relate to this chakra, at least that's true for me. I can totally relate to like grounding or creativity or my personal power, my love, my expression, my intuition. But when I get up here, my enlightened self, I'm a little bit more like, who is that? But today's theme is being open to infinite possibilities. So just suspend your ideas about enlightenment and about this chakra and see what happens that might surprise you. You'll need 2 blocks and a strap today, or a belt or a towel, as I always say. And we are going to start in half lotus. There will be a lot of, or at least several lotus-related postures today, but easy seat is always available to you if your knees or your ankles don't feel comfortable in any of the lotus positions. It's totally fine. So if you want to try half lotus, you'll start in staff pose. Draw your right knee into your chest. Give it a squeeze. And then place your right foot in the hip crease of your left leg, sole pointing up. And then just tuck your left foot under your right knee. Again, easy seat works just as well. The crown chakra is all about stillness, about being instead of doing. So just settle in. Take a full deep inhale and an open mouth exhale. Another breath in. Open mouth exhale. And bring your hands into the lotus mudra. The heels of your hands together, and then connect the outside edges of your pinkies and thumbs. Spread the rest of your fingers and bring your hands in front of your heart space. The lotus is a flower that grows from the mud, so this mudra symbolizes how we can grow from our life experiences, experience our oneness with the universe. Join me in the Krama Pranayama, which draws energy up to the crown. It just involves 3 short inhales and 1 long exhale, all through the nose. Start by emptying the stale air out of your lungs. Then 3 inhales and 1 exhale. Again. One more. Open your eyes. Keep your wrists together and just circle out your hands. And then get your forearms involved. Make it a little bigger. And then bring your shoulders into the mix. Loosen it all up. Beautiful. Release your legs and meet me in embryo pose. It's like child's pose with your knees together and arms reaching to the back of the room. Palms up. Sink your hips onto your heels and feel your body melt around your legs with every exhale. Open and shut your hands. And send your arms to the front of the room. Stretch, make them long. Inhale, open, twist. Keep your left hand planted and reach your right arm high. You can rest the left side of your head on your arm, your outstretched arm. Rotate your shoulders. Big breath in. Exhale, release. Arms back to the front, other side. Rest your head on your right arm, reach your left arm high. Stay connected to your breath. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, press up to tabletop. And come onto your forearms. This is a little prep for headstand. Headstand is a crown chakra posture because you're stimulating the top of your head. We're not necessarily going to headstand today, but we're building our strength, moving us in that direction. So root down through your forearms and then just make some circles with your body. Make them big, involve all the parts of your body, first in one direction. And then in the other. Come back to center. To make sure your elbows are the proper distance apart for headstand, you can hold opposite elbows to establish the distance and then bring them back into a number 11. Plant your hands down, tuck your toes, and hover your knees. Push into the earth with your elbows. Keep your belly drawn in. Send your hips to the right and the left. You can stay hovering or you can lower your knees as you send your right leg high. Press your hands forward. And then do the other leg, left leg high. Stretch it up, reach through your heel. And lower it down, spread your knees wide. Come into child's pose. Rest your forehead on the mat. Snuggle your belly between your thighs. Joseph Campbell says, "We must be willing to get rid of the life we've planned so as to have the life that is waiting for us." So as you breathe here, just let go of your ideas of what today's practice is going to be like, what the next hour is going to be like, and let it unfold. Take a full breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Push into your hands, lift your elbows, rise up. You can rest in puppy pose by coming down onto your forearms and resting your head on the earth, or you can join me in dolphin. Tuck your toes, lift your hips high, press your chest to the back of the room as you traction your hands and elbows forward. Lift up through your tailbone. Rise high on your tiptoes. And then lower your heels. Do that a few times. Try and keep your tailbone high and your shoulders open even on your tiptoes. And reach your right leg high, level hips. And exhale, send your knee to your right tricep. Squeeze it in. Keep your hips high. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, scorpion leg. Bend your top leg, stack your hips. And come back down to dolphin. More headstand prep here, building strength in arms and shoulders. Left leg high. Knee to tricep. Squeeze your side body. Inhale, leg high. And scorpion dog. You could be in tabletop if you get tired. Back to three-legged. And lower it down. Lower your knees and come back into embryo pose. Arms reach to the back. Relax your shoulders. Full breath in. Full breath out. Prepare for rabbit pose. Another crown chakra posture. Hold on to your heels. Round your spine and plant the crown of your head on the floor in front of your knees. And then send your hips high. Round your back. Keep holding onto your heels. And play with how much weight you put in your head versus your knees. As always, be careful of your neck and your spine. Pay attention to the messages your body sends you. One more inhale. Exhale, roll down. Come back up. So good. Toes on fire. Tuck your toes and sit on your heels. Just here for a couple breaths. And then release your hands, tuck your toes, and come into downward facing dog. Pedal out your heels. And bend your knees at first, really flatten your spine. Look to the top of your mat. And then toe heel your feet forward for ragdoll. Take an infinity grip. Reach your arms back. Bring them forward between your legs and place opposite palms on opposite shins. Let your head and neck hang heavy. Consider the infinity sign or symbol of connection, unity. Imagine ultraviolet drops of water dripping out of the top of your head. Release your hands. Toe heel your feet together. And then with soft knees and a heavy head, roll up slowly. When you get to the top, roll your shoulders up and back. And bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes. Full breath in. Full breath out. Today in class, just pay attention to the little awakenings that happen in your body, in your heart, in your mind. Allow there to be space for all the infinite possibilities. Open your eyes, release your hands. Inhale, mountain pose. Head over shoulders, over hips. Keep your legs and arms active. Full breath in. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. And cross your right leg over your left leg, outside edges of your feet together. On the inhale, find length between your vertebrae, grow taller. Exhale, hinge forward halfway. Pause here. Lengthen the back of your neck. Reach your crown to the front. Stay for a breath in. Exhale, fold the rest of the way. IT band forward fold. You can use blocks under your hands. Shift your weight forward. Send your breath where you feel tightness. Inhale, halfway lift. Uncross your legs, hip width distance, and exhale, awkward pose. Sink your hips down, interlace your hands, and press your palms forward. Keep your weight in your heels. Sit low or try and parallel your thighs with the floor. Lift your chest, look up. One more inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Step back to high plank. Inhale, hover your knees. Exhale, back to high plank. Puff up the valley between your shoulder blades. Push into the earth. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, rise up on your tiptoes. Exhale, lower your heels. Inhale, high plank, one long line of energy. Exhale, hover your knees. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Open your shoulders, press your chest low. Inhale, tiptoes. Exhale, sink your heels lower. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, hover your knees. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, tiptoes. Exhale, heels down. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front, forward fold. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Inhale, mountain, push down to rise up. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Cross your left foot over your right foot. Outside edges of your feet together, equal weight. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, hinge forward halfway. Fire up your core as you lengthen. Big breath in. Exhale, fold the rest of the way. Hands to the earth or some blocks. Relax your head and your neck. On your next inhale, halfway lift. Uncross your legs. Sit low, come into awkward pose. It's your second time through, you know what you're doing. Can you sit a little lower? Reach your heart forward. Keep your arms active. Big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Lift your hips high. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Remember, you can always skip chaturangas. You can do them on your knees. Inhale, up dog, belly engaged. Exhale, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain swan dive up. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Hips and hands go back. Tweeze your shoulder blades together. Keep your weight in your heels. Crown skyward. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, crescent lunge, left foot back. Reach your arms high, keep your hips low. Send your left hip forward. Front knee stacks over your ankle. Big breath in. Exhale, airplane. Fly forward. Hands and left foot go back. And level your hips. Squeeze your left glute. Open your heart more. On your next inhale, step back. Gently come back through crescent. And exhale, low lunge. Hands frame your foot. Inhale, standing splits. Push into your standing big toe, lift your left foot high. We're doing a lot of flowing back and forth between postures in this flow. Just get used to it, enjoy the fluidity. Inhale, reach your heel higher. Exhale, step back to low lunge. Inhale, reverse warrior. Plant your back heel, windmill up. High five the back wall with your right hand. Check in with your front knee. Is it open? Is it bent? Is it stacked over your ankle? Full breath in. Exhale, side angle. Reach forward and down. Pick up your spine, draw it back. Stack your shoulders and hands. Send your hips lower. Inhale back to reverse warrior. And then exhale, low lunge. Hands frame your front foot. Keep your weight in your feet, your spine long, belly in. Inhale, open twist to the right. Stack your right shoulder over your left. If your right hip came up, send it back down. Send your weight into your feet. Inhale, exalted warrior. Rise up with control, still facing the right. Left hand high. Right hand rests on your back thigh. Keep your back leg active. Bump up your heart. Big breath in. Exhale to low lunge. Just for a second. Inhale back to exalted warrior. Left hand high. And then exhale, chaturanga. Ride your breath down. Option for an ekapada on the right. Elbows point back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale it to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front. Forward fold, building some heat in our body. Inhale, mountain. Use your core as you rise up. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Set your hips back, active triceps. Inhale, crescent lunge, right foot back this time. Hands go high. Spike your back heel. Full breath in. Exhale, airplane. Launch forward. Dial your right hip down. You decide how far you tip over. It's your practice. Lengthen the back of your neck. On your next inhale, back through crescent. Step back, reach high. Exhale, low lunge. Frame your foot with your hands. Keep your weight in your feet. Standing splits. Lift your right foot. You can flex it. Flare your toes. Keep it super active. Squeeze your right glute. Relax your head and neck. Big breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Step it back. Weight in your feet. Spine long. Inhale, reverse warrior. Windmill all the way up. Right hand, left hand high, right hand rests on your back leg. Squeeze the middle of your left glute to open your knee. Big breath in. Exhale, side angle. Reach forward and down. Use the strength of your lower oblique to lift and lengthen your spine. You can use the pressure between your arm and your leg to twist your torso more. Look up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep your lunge low. Exhale, low lunge. Windmill down. Inhale, open twist. Send your left hip down. Back leg still active. Look up. And root into your feet. Get nice and solid. Big transition. Inhale, exalted warrior. Left hand back, right hand high. Imagine my hand behind your heart space, lifting your heart up. Big breath in. Exhale, low lunge just for a second. Come to a hover. Then inhale back to exalted. Right arm high. Draw your left shoulder down your back. Exhale, chaturanga. Write it down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Now we'll flow, linking breath to movement. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front, forward fold. Inhale, chair, squeeze your legs together. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, crescent lunge, left foot back. Root down into that front foot. Exhale, airplane. Use your stabilizer muscles. Inhale, back to crescent. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, standing splits. Feel the back and forth flow. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, reverse warrior. Plant your back heel, right arm high. Exhale, side angle, flow forward. Make these movements controlled. Take up space. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, open twist to the right. And then rise up. Exalted warrior, left hand high. Exhale, low lunge. Just for a second, tap your fingers. And inhale back up to exalted. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. You can always rest in child's pose or down dog when you need to. Full breath in. Full breath out. One more side to go. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front, forward fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, airplane arms, electrify your fingertips. Inhale, crescent lunge, step your right foot back. Exhale, airplane. Fire up your back body. Inhale, back through crescent. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, standing splits. Shift your weight forward again. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, reverse warrior. Plant your back heel. Big circle up and back. Exhale, side angle. Long spine. Rotate your shoulders. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, open twist. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, exalted. Rise up. Exhale, hover your low lunge. Inhale, strong core. Back up to exalted. And exhale, chaturanga. Option for Nekapada on the left. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, full breath in. Open mouth, exhale, release some heat. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. And come through to a seat. Whew. That was fun, flowy, and a great workout. Have a sip of water, towel off if you need to. We're a bit warmer now, So you may be willing to try half or full lotus at this point, or maybe easy seat is still best for you. That's okay. If you want to join me, again, you'll bend your right leg first. Place it, sole of your foot up in your left hip crease. You can either tuck this left foot under your right knee or pick it up and put it on top of your legs. Again, this is not for everybody, so pay attention to your knees and ankles. Then, I want you to come and lean back on your elbows. You may be in easy seat. This totally works in an easy seat too. In fact, it's a little more core work then. On the inhale, lift your knees high, squeeze your belly. And then exhale, hover your knees to the front of the room. Hi, Rosie. Inhale, lift it up, squeeze. Exhale, lower to a hover. One more time, big squeeze. And lower to a hover. So strong. Let the momentum pull you up. I suppose you could do the next part in lotus, but let's do it in easy seat today. Uncross your legs and come into an easy seat. We're going to do some easy seat floats, transitioning into boat. So you want your blocks in the low setting on either side of your hip. We're going to push into the blocks, straighten our arms, hover our hips. Option to hover your feet too, or to leave them on the floor to support you. Find out what works for you. So take a full breath in. Exhale, push down, draw your belly in and hover. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Lower down and come into boat. You can keep your ankles crossed if you like, or uncross them. Long spine, open heart. You can keep your heels on the floor, hands on your thighs. They're all boat. Big breath in. Exhale, tuck your legs. Press into the blocks and float. 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Come back to boat. Let's take the opposite cross of our legs this time. We'll do it 2 times on the other side. Big breath in. Exhale, cross. Press. Hover. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Circle out your wrists. One more. On your exhale, hover your hips, maybe float your feet. 3, 2, 1. So strong. Set your blocks to the side. Reach for the back of your thighs, round your spine, and roll down onto your back. Squeeze your knees into your chest. And then take a long good morning stretch. With a steeple grip, interlace your fingers, release your pointers. Get super long on the floor, point your toes. You will always define events in a manner which will validate your agreement with reality. Our perception clouds everything. So, what agreement do you want to make with reality right now? At least for the rest of your time on your mat. All right, on the inhale, go longer. Now I want you to try and keep this body shape stiff as a board. And exhale, roll onto your side and balance there. So you're trying not to use your feet too much to move over here. Stay long, big breath in. And then exhale, roll onto your back. Other side, big breath in. Exhale, roll onto your right. Stay like one long line of energy, biceps by your ears. Big breath in. Exhale, roll down. Now you know what we're doing. One more time on each side. Big inhale. Exhale, roll to the left. Arms active, toes pointed. And roll into the back. One more time, big breath in. And roll onto the right. Oh, use your core. One more inhale. Exhale, roll onto your back, so strong. Curl up into a tiny ball. Forehead to knees. Pull your knees into your chest. And then we're going to burst open to a floating star. So on the next inhale, send your arms and legs to the corners of the room. And then exhale, curl up into a tiny ball. You can keep your head floating, or you can lay it down. If your neck needs a break, you can also support it with one hand. But when you stretch out into star, try and make all your limbs as long as they can. Let's do 2 more. Squeeze small. Get long. Squeeze. And long. Relax down. Draw your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. Massage your lower back. And then reach for the back of your thighs. Rock and roll up. And come into tabletop. Now we're going to do some fun supported side plank exercises. Tuck your toes, spread your fingers wide. Kickstand your right foot to the side slightly, root into your right hand, and come to supported side plank on the left. Left arm high. We're going to do some crunches. You can do this with just your arm, just your leg, or you can hover your foot, reach your arm overhead, and exhale, squeeze your left side body. Inhale, get long. Exhale, squeeze. Make sure your wrist isn't bearing all the weight. Squeeze when you crunch. You could just use your arm like this. One more. Squeeze. And lower it down. Prepare for the other side. Kickstand your left foot. Root into your left hand. Side plank. Maybe you hover, reach your arm overhead, big breath in. Exhale, crunch, elbow to knee, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. How much energy do you want to put in? 2 more. Squeeze. 1 more, squeeze. And come down. Rest back in child's pose. Forehead on the mat. Take a couple of rounds of breath. Rock your hips side to side. Without leaps of imagination or dreaming, we lose the excitement of possibilities. Dreaming, after all, is a form of planning. Gloria Steinem. So dreaming is as worthwhile as planning. That's awesome because it's a lot more fun to do. Although I do enjoy planning as well. Take a full breath in. Exhale it out. Rise up to tabletop. You can do another round of supported side plank. You can rest in child's pose. Or if you want to, you can join me into a side plank with lotus leg. Step back to your high plank. Root into your right hand. And then open up, left hand high. Stagger your feet. Bring your weight into the outside edge of your bottom foot. Then when you're ready, reach down, grab your foot, and bring it into your hip crease. And you can send your hand high. Slow, deep breaths. 3, 2, and release. So strong. Shake out your right wrist. And then we'll try the other side. Step back into high plank. Root into your left hand, open up. Root into the outside edge of your left foot, send your hips high. Then when you're ready, grab your right foot, bring it into your hip crease, and send your arm high. 3, 2, 1, release, and meet in down dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front. So strong. That was really great, whatever level you did. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, one-legged mountain, left leg lifts. Root into your right foot. Find your drishti. Exhale into tree. You can just kickstand your foot on the floor with your knee open. The important part is that open hip. Bring it to your shin, bring it to your thigh. Or, since we're doing a lot of lotus-y stuff today, you can reach down with your right hand and bring your foot into half lotus. Your left foot is in your right hip crease, knee pointed down. Good posture. You can continue to hold your foot. Maybe it'll stay there when you let go. One or both hands to your heart. Find the stillness of the crown chakra here. 3, 2, 1. Release your foot. Come back into one-legged mountain. And then exhale into airplane. Slow, controlled transition. Hands and left leg back. Level hips, tip forward. Big breath in. And exhale into low lunge. Take it into a runner's lunge by bringing your right foot outside your hands. Send your hips low. Right knee open. And then press into your hands. And come into sleeping pigeon. Lower to your front knee. Parallel your right shin with the front of the room. Point your left toes to the back. And once you have your hips nice and level, lower down. You can have a block under your head for support. Relax all the muscles in your face and your hands and your hips. William Blake said, if the doors of perception were cleansed, everything would appear to man as it is, infinite. Infinite possibilities. With each exhale, release even more tension in your hips. Feel yourself sink lower. On your next inhale, rise up. Come onto your hands and then walk your weight forward, rooting into your front knee. And come down onto the top of your head. So your hands and your head form a triangle. You're stimulating the crown of your head and your left leg's lifted. Level your hips, big breath in. Exhale, cross your left straight leg over towards the right. Feel a big stretch. Then inhale, rainbow that leg back up. And bring it all the way to the left, resting on the inside edge of your foot. Then push into your hands and rise up to gate pose. We'll side bend first towards our extended leg. So rainbow your right arm up and over. Look up past your armpit. Feel a nice stretch in your inner thigh and your side body. Inhale, rise up. And then take a side bend to the other side. You may want to put your right hand all the way on the earth. Reach your left arm overhead. Look up. One more inhale. Exhale, rise back up. Bring your hands down. Swing your left leg back. And then push into your hands and come back into your runner's lunge. Plant your right foot on the floor. That transition might be hard for some people, so get here any way you need to. You can always have blocks under your hands. And then on the inhale, walk your hands to the side. Wide-legged forward fold. Inwardly rotate your thighs, traction your heels out. Shift your weight forward. Stay here for a couple rounds of breath. You can stay here. You could do some twists or a heart opener. Or you can join me in playing with Sleeping Crow. So for Sleeping Crow, plant your hands flat on the floor, fingers spread wide. About a foot in front of your feet and at shoulder height. Then grasshopper your elbows back as you bend your knees. Shift your weight forward until the crown of your head is on the floor. You've got that triangle again. And then you can float your feet off the floor. You may have your shins on your triceps or your thighs. Again, only try this if it feels good in your neck. 3, 2, lower your feet, rise back up, and come into your wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk to the right. And step back into down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Spread through your collarbones. Lengthen the back of your neck. Exhale, fold. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Right knee lifts this time. And exhale, tree. Dealer's choice. Remember the half lotus option today. If you want to hold your foot with your left hand or just tuck it in your hip crease and let it go. Imagine a taproot growing to the center of the earth, keeping you steady. Picture that ultraviolet light glowing out of the crown of your head, keeping you tall. Keep your hip open. If you're in half lotus, keep your knee drawn down. On your next inhale, come back to the one-legged mountain and exhale into airplane. Hinge forward like you're moving through honey. Big breath in and exhale to low lunge. Step it back. Push into your hands and come into your sleeping pigeon. Lower to your front shin. Work to parallel your shin with the front of the room. It doesn't have to be there. Nice level hips. And then lower down to sleeping. Where do you feel gripping? Where do you feel control? Just let it all go. Aldous Huxley said, there are things known and there are things unknown, and in between are the doors of perception. On your next inhale, set your block to the side. Rise up onto your hands, walk your weight forward, and float your back leg. Bring your crown of your head down onto the floor. Create that nice triangle shape. Squeeze your glute, lift your heel higher. Exhale, cross it over to the left. Keep that leg long and active. Inhale, rise it back up. And exhale, swing it over to the right. Rest on the inside edge of your foot. And then rise up to gate pose on the other side. Get long, rainbow your left arm up. Side bend towards your leg. Look up. Then inhale, rise up. Side bend the other direction. Bring your left hand down. Right arm overhead. Big stretch. What feels good here? On your next inhale, rise back up. And then come back down into active runner's lunge. Left hand forward, right leg back. Walk your hands to the side. Wide-legged forward fold. Maybe you just want to chill out and forward fold on this side. Maybe you want to play with sleeping crow some more. It's up to you. If you want to do it again, hands under your shoulders, use your fingertips, use everything. Bend your elbows, bend your knees. Let the crown of your head reach on the floor, and then float your feet. Keep your belly drawn up and in for support. And then when you're done, lower your feet, straighten your arms, rise back up. So good. Come into your down dog. Always a good place to regroup and recenter. Full breath in. Sigh it out. Inhale it to the top of your mat. And exhale, come to a seat. All right. Such a good flow today, so strong. I hope maybe you encountered some surprises today. Plant the back of your legs on the floor in staff pose. We're going to come into our half lotus again, if that works in your body. Pick up your right foot and place it in your left hip crease. If that doesn't feel good, just have your foot on the inside of your thigh. And take your strap. Place it on your right foot and let it just come straight back on the left side of your body. Right wristwatch behind your back to hold the other edge of your strap. Send your bent knee down. Keep the back of your left leg glued, your foot active. Reach your left arm high. You can do this with your foot on the inside of your thigh too. Big breath in. Exhale, fold forward. With each inhale, feel your spine lengthen, and exhale, fold deeper. On your next inhale, rise up. Release your bind on your foot. Send your legs long. Then hinge forward, left hand outside your right shin, and do an open twist, forward fold with a twist. Send your right arm up diagonally. Inhale, rise back up for the other side. Bend your left leg either to the inside of your thigh or in half lotus. Right leg stays long and active. Bring the strap onto your left foot and let it just continue on the right side of your body. Left wrist watch behind your back. Capture the other end of your strap. Draw your left knee down. Keep this leg active. Big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Release your strap, set it to the side. Extend your leg long, maybe shake it out. Right hand outside your left shin and open up to the left. Look to the back of the room. Inhale, rise up. So now we're nice and warm. If you feel comfortable going into full lotus, for psychic union pose, give it a try. Right foot goes in first, and then your left foot can either tuck underneath or come on top for half or full lotus. The full expression of psychic union would be to root down and lengthen, cross your hands behind your back, and actually hold your toes. As you can see, that's not happening for me today, but a great modification is to hold your opposite elbows behind your back. Get the exact same stretch. You can also get this stretch in easy seat. Come back to the stillness of the crown chakra. Lift the crown of your head high up to the sky. Maybe imagine you have a glowing ultraviolet crown on the top of your head, signifying the royalty that you are. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Come into blossoming lotus pose. Shift your weight back onto your hips. No matter what leg position you have, you can do this. And then extend your arms long, resting them on your knees. Keep your spine long, your heart lifted. Tips of thumbs and middle finger together, and extend the rest of your fingers wide like you're meditating. Your thumb in the world of mudras is fire, and your middle finger is space, the element of this chakra. So by touching them together, we ignite the element of the crown chakra. 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Uncross your legs one at a time. Shake them out. So strong. And then grab a block and lower down slowly onto your back. Plant your feet. Tuck your tailbone, lift your hips, and slide a block underneath you. For legs up the wall pose, arms by your sides, send your legs high. You can stay right here and experiment with different leg positions. You could do your full lotus legs here. You could do Supta Baddha Konasana, or tree, or a big V. Or you can swing your hips up, capture them with your hands, come into supported shoulder stand, and experiment with your legs here. Maybe you want movement today. Find what feels good to you. Maybe there's possibilities you haven't even thought of before. And then slowly lower your hips down. If you have a block there, slip it out from underneath you. Send your left leg long and draw your right knee into your chest, half wind removing pose. Today, hover your left heel off the floor. Point your toe, keep it active as you squeeze. Big breath in. Exhale, release your heel to the ground. Come into your supine twist. Knee goes to the left, gaze goes to the right, right arm stretched to the side. Keep your shoulders anchored down. Then for a fun variation, you can take your left foot, your long leg, bend your knee along the floor, and reach down and capture your toes with your right hand. All while staying in your supine twist. Gives you a little bit of a quad stretch there. One more inhale. Exhale, release, unwind, come back to center. Draw your left knee into your chest. Hover your right heel, point your toes, be super active as you squeeze, big breath in. Exhale, twist the other way. Knee goes to the right, gaze to the left. Option to bend your right leg and capture it with your left hand. Keep your shoulders anchored down, lengthen your left side body. One more inhale. Exhale, unwind. Come briefly into happy baby. Hold the outside edges of your feet. Take a little movement here, loosen everything up. Come into full window moving pose. Big breath in, forehead to knees. And exhale into Shavasana. Stretch your legs long. Open your hips to the sky. Wrap your shoulder blades underneath you. Shavasana is the ultimate posture of the crown chakra. It's the stillness we've been working towards. Just get heavy in your bones and be fully here for a few more moments. Our closing quote is from Alice in Wonderland. You know the issue with this world? Everyone wants a magical solution to their problem, and everyone refuses to believe in magic. Start to deepen and lengthen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle out your ankles and your wrists. Let your head fall to one side, then to the other. Take a long good morning stretch. Let your lower back arch up. Big breath in. And exhale into fetal pose on your favorite side. And cozy in. Use your bicep as a pillow. This week, believe in magic. Stay open to the infinite possibilities. If you're grappling with a problem, recognize there's solutions you haven't even conceived of yet. Find stillness, connection, unity, and stay open to the signs that present themselves. On your next inhale, rise up to a comfortable seat on your mat. If you haven't had enough lotus yet, you can do lotus, or it can be an easy seat. Return to your lotus mudra. Create the flower shape with your hands. Feel your connection to the earth and to the heavens through the crown of your head. Be still for a couple more breaths. And bring your hands to third eye center. The light, the love, the teacher, the student, and the hot mess in me recognizes and adores the light, the love, the teacher, the student, and the hot mess in you. Namaste. Rosie and I have so enjoyed experiencing all the chakras with you. We have lots of adventures still ahead, so tune in next week at Be Free Yoga. Thank you.